Hi guys, I'm Ashif Ali watching CGHOW video. Today we will make this cool cursed mask effect in Unreal Engine 5. So let's start this tutorial. So let's start this. So first I will make a new Niagara here and I'll take this empty and it's mask and I should also create a label. So here I will take a new label. Let's take this one with some mountains, although not required much, but I just took this and lights may be darker. Okay, I will maybe even more dark, almost night, like this. Yeah, cool. So now, first I need a skull. So for that, let me just go to my CGHOW folder. I have AI images, and in that I think skulls, and I have lots of skulls. So maybe this one has alpha. No. Let me find one which has alpha. Yeah, this one has alpha. So I will use this one. So I'll just right click on it and make a material and skull. My keyboard. Oh my god. Something wrong with my keyboard, but it's okay. Okay, so now now let me so this is my material and I'll use mask and unlit, or maybe you can use default lit if you want. And I'll just connect this alpha to the opacity mask, and on the planar this is how it will look. We can directly use it like this, and if you want like rim lights, you can make a normal of this, or you can just extract some channels. So if I just take the red channel, let's say I take and I preview this. So this is the I'm getting these edges. And now what I can do, I can you can also invert this if you want, like this, and then you can increase it. So now your edges, let me increase it even more. Let me use saturate. Yeah, now you can see our edges are now black. So I'll just use it. Oh, actually I'm using power. I'm using multiply. I should use power. My mistake. And now you can increase. That's why I was thinking I'm increasing the value and why it's not happening. Now it's now black. But I guess we need actually dyed edges. Now to make this like only one sided, and if you want to use both side you can use, but now you can multiply these with the red color or any color. Let's say you have the red color and you multiply it and then connect it to emissive. Now you will have those edges or red edges on the character, and with this you can increase or decrease the edge thickness, and you can increase the color. So let's make a dynamic parameter, and this is our power, and I'll just multiply the color, and this is our color value actually, and nothing else we need for now. So let's just save it. And now I'll browse this, and here, where's my Niagara? Let me open this. Here's my Niagara, and I'll take Oh, everything is reset. Let me just quickly make my UI again. Should be here, and timeline should be here. So now I will make a new emitter here. And we have this emitter. I need particle, just one particle, and it should spawn once, and it should not die. So I'll just take it, untick it, so it will not die ever. Now I will use this material here, and I don't want rotation, but I want a bigger size, maybe 200. And yeah, it looks fine, but I need a dynamic parameter. Let's stop it somewhere. And color is now like 5, and we can increase or decrease this. See how it's working? You can also pulsating it if you want. I want very certain. And you can also switch between channels. So let's try also the green channel for now. And with the green channel, yeah, okay. And let's also try blue. I'll go with the red again. Yeah, looks fine. Okay, so we have this now. Now I need a ring around it. And in my last tutorial, this fire, I had that ring, so I can use the same thing. Uh, I'll just have to check. Let me find epic fire. This is my last tutorial, this one, if you haven't watched. Okay, just search epic fire on my tutorials, you will get this. Okay, if you are watching this. No. Okay, so it has lots of things, but I need that ring. I guess this is, yeah, this is the ring. So I'll just copy this emitter and I'll show you also what I have done, but you can watch that tutorial. So it has just a single particle and this is the material. So basically I have this ring texture and I'm using noise, multiplying it with this. I have also dissolve parameter. So this is my whole material. Cool, it has some offset here that I will reset. So it should be in the center. And I think size should be a little less, maybe around here. And it should be brighter, maybe 100. And you can also decrease or increase the dissolve maybe around here. And let's make both local, and I'll drag it here. First thing I will do, I will put a light here. So I'll just go here and take a point light. Make this, of course, red. Not that much bright, just this much. And my texture is not visible much. So what you can do in your skull, I will make one more parameter for this to make it brighter. Or you can add it to the emissive if you want, but let's make it just brighter here. I'll just save it. And now here we can just make it brighter, maybe this much. This much is enough, but we can also add a point light here on the face of this. Yeah, like this. The area smaller, and then we can just maybe like this. But because this is like camera facing, that's why it's making a issue. Although you can make it, I'll just delete this. And what I'll do, uh, quick way out is it directly connected here. Multiply it and then add it on the emissive. Now it will be visible. Now it's visible, but we can reduce this, of course, maybe 0.5. Yeah, now it's much better. And yeah, point light here. And then we will add some smoke, and I guess I will make it a little down here. Let's make it on the 0 and also the point light on 0. Need to change my keyboard. I will now add some smoke here. So for that, I have lots of smoke textures, but let's use this default from the starter content, particles, material, and this one. This is smoke. This is smoke sub UV. Okay, 8 by 8. So I'll just browse this. I'll go here, take the minimal emitter and spawn rate, maybe 20. And I'll use the shape location. I'll use slender without height and and then I'll use that material here. It is 8 by 8 and then I need a animation here and use the spider. Cool. Now we need to offset these both like around 200 and 200. So smoke is down there. And here you will notice now, I select this effects. We can move this down. Let's make the smoke emitter also local. It is local. So now you can just decide where you have to put. Cool. Now what you have to do, just make it red. I'll use this. I'll use this red, but with some settings, dark red. And also I need random rotation. I need random UVs. It should not look same. And then finally I'll use velocity. Random. You can just randomize this. 0 and 100. And also let me just save all. Let's save. Now we can play here. And it's going up. Size should be big. So random size maybe 100, 200. Yeah, like that. and should fade. So curve and fade in, fade out. And if you notice here, we have that smoke looks cool. And you can also add some point lights in the smoke. Like here, make this red also, and make this smaller, maybe one red. So now you can see that smoke is brighter from there. And these are now covering with the smoke. So in the skull, I will add camera offset, maybe just 100. So it is always on top of that. And we can just scatter smoke around. So we can just copy this. And in the velocity, I'll use point velocity and red or make 100 and make the size 300, 200. So it will scatter like this. I think velocity should be random and red. And also I'll make random alpha. And it's starting every time from the starting. So add some warm up. So this is the first frame every time. Looks cool, right? You can also do one more thing, like you have this ring. I can just testing. So I'll just make a duplicate version of that ring. Size maybe this big, and I will erode this too much, like this much, and make it like just one, and just red. I think we can also create the opacity, and it's too big actually, and it's too erode much. Yeah, we can use it. Looks nice. Looks nice overall. And we can add also glow here, but there's already glow. I'm thinking what else I should add here, but I think this is it. I hope this looks fine. Thanks for watching. Keep turning. Bye bye.